Right, guys, morning. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's get started. Let's get rid of this. So, how's everybody doing? I think everybody's well. We're missing people. Just give it a few minutes, maybe. Right. Right, guys, so it's gonna get late if I do it a bit later on, so I am gonna go through the watch list. Hey man, what's up, Solid? Everybody's late today, somehow. Hope we're all doing well. How's it going? What's up? Morning. Okay, we're coming to. Just gonna wait another minute maybe for everybody's to pop up. So, you guys watching anything else apart from the watch list? Let me know, right? So I can look at it now, or if I have missed any gappers. Let's have a look. Rdus, LMDX, and that's pretty much it, I think. CYCN. Nope. Okay, so it's not worth it really. Yeah, Baba, huge gap up. Uh, Actually, it's not that huge. Uh, what are we looking at on Baba? Baba is a difficult one. You just have to be a bit of a different. 180 level is a quite a big level there. If it does start to wash or trying to fill the gap, with Baba, there's no gap fill. Like it's just always gapping and not filling. There's a lot of empty spaces that needs to. It usually takes its time to fill it, basically. So yeah, there could be a play on it if it starts to trend up nicely, but it does get really choppy though. Baba, BABA. So what I would say is if you're trading it, 180 level is the one to watch, and at the pre-market highs. Those two levels I'll keep an eye on for a rejection or a bounce or a breakout of it. So yeah, keep an eye on it. I've got, I think, quite a few. What else, guys? Anything else? Okay, let me go through the gappers that I have quickly. This one already, I was really hoping it to stay on the like close to 12s, and this is your typical like just gap and crap kind of style. We've seen this over and over again. There is a pattern in this, but you have to match it up with the catalyst, and I don't think this one has a good catalyst anyway. So this is just yeah, typical of that gap and crap stuff. 15 held really nicely, and then that was it for it. But if it's trading under here, guys, I wouldn't be touching it myself. I was really hoping for it to stay close to 12 so I can actually short it a bit higher. But this might have also higher borrowing cost as well. So now if it starts to creep back up over 12 and starts trading over 12, then also I'll consider for longs as well. Nvax, guys, I think there's some sort of a bad negative news on it, and it's something to do with their vaccine, uh, vaccine, COVID vaccine issues, I think. So what is doing is huge gap down from we're talking 160s to 120s, 115. So this will be in play, but again, guys, this one is going to be a bit dangerous to play. A huge range, as you can see. So if you're going to trade it, know where your risk is, and just make sure that leave some room on it. I'm thinking on average, you'll have to have at least $2, $3 stop on it if you're going to trade it. But this might produce some sort of a decent move. I'm thinking if it starts to pop over 130s, 135s, if it starts to bounce, then I'll look to wait for that backside move. And I might even start on the yesterday. I think yeah, it was AVR. Similar concept on AVR was I was mentioning. Guys, watch out for the 15 areas. We want to see the backside move, and once it starts to come back down under 220 EMA, it starts to hug under it. That's when you can just confirm that, yeah, that could be the backside. So similar to that, you can also keep an eye on that as well, NVAX. But this one is already showing sign of weakness, so I'm not too sure if it's gonna bounce towards that 135, 130 levels. We'll see. RDAS as well looks like one of those guys. It's just really good parabolic move pre-market, and then it's now fading off, but it's holding up nicely. But it certainly looks like one of those, again, similar to LMDX. But the LMDX has much more strength towards the downside, basically weakness. As the gappers, what's up, Jay? How's it going? Morning, Andrew. Bbig, guys, this one has been choppy, quite choppy actually. I think there's some bad news on it. Their CFO or whatever it is, I think two of the main, CEO and CFO resigns. So two of them doing it at the same time, not really good for the company, right? And I think there's something going on. But then again, fundamentals, I'm not that great with it. I don't pay too much attention to it. But I'm already short biased on it anyways. But the only problem with this is that SSR is going to carry over today, I think, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't carried over from no, I think it carries over from yesterday. So just keep an eye on that. I'm short biased on it, waiting for a pop towards that 7 and a rejection from there. Again, this might not come. Bbig short biased. Fcel has been running a little bit. Alternative energy, if you're gonna watch for that 9 area, if it's gonna continue, guys, it's gonna take out that high, yesterday's high. So it might be a good idea to wait for it if you're gonna take longs. At least the break of 860 to start with, and then the break of 9 will confirm that move, another move. But I think there might be some red coming to this name. So I think this might be a little bit choppy as well, in my opinion. So Tlry, from 10s to 12s, big move for Tlry, but as you can see, it does that and then craps. It's been doing that last year or so, only this area here, you can see quite a bit of those pops and drops. So the pops sometimes could last few days, but sometimes it could be instantly the next day. So keep an eye on this. It might produce something if it starts to wash or parabolic. I'm waiting for this to short. It's already, well, is there a gap up? Yeah, massive gap up. What's going on with this, guys? HX, is this some sort of a big pop, or what's going on with this? What's up, Lux? What's going on? So I am definitely looking to short opportunity for shorting opportunities here, guys. So this could provide something decent. HX actually is one of my main watches. Yep. And AVIR. Yesterday it bounced up quite nicely before it actually started to do that move down. And today, honestly, today I don't know. The deciding factor would be, in my opinion, to take out the 15s, and I think there might be a bounce there, but I don't think bounce will be enough to take out the highs, yesterday's highs. So I'm watching as it pops or if it drops. Either way, there might be some nice shorting opportunity on this. AMC is not looking good when it comes to daily. So I am today I'm a bit short biased on AMC. No surprise. And then just SPY just keeps chugging along. It's like it never stops. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The whole week basically it's been going non-stop, and it doesn't even fill the gap. So again, today I would say be a bit careful at the open, trying to chase this thing, let it play it out. And I think today I am a bit short biased on the stock and SPY itself, and because it's attacking the highs and it hasn't really done a proper, at least a day or two's pullback normally. So we are due on that pullback. So I am going to be looking to watch the levels, bigger number levels, like for example 45150s, 452s, those levels, see if it starts to reject from there. And then when it does that, then the bigger names will be in play as well. And then BB, massive move yesterday, brought some volume in. There could be a second day continuation, and also similar to Fcel, it could be also a fade off as well. So I will keep an eye on 1150s, the close. If it starts to trade above it, then there could be a possibility for a long. Wow, that was very quick. Anyways, guys, best of luck. Just take it easy right at the open. Try to not rush it. Let it come to you, the setups. Control your risk. Just wait on your hands if there is no setup, guys. That's what I would say. Best of luck. Let's do this. NM. MLMD? No. Maybe you're talking about this one. Well, it was a really choppy price action yesterday, so I'm not looking at that. But BB looking interesting. As you can see, it's breaking that 1150s, but this is the open drive, so we got to be careful trading that. And then NVAX is popping, Bbig is popping, and wow. AVIR, yes. Yeah, definitely. AVIR could be something decent. I am looking at it on the side. Just remember, it might try to pop as it's doing right now, but I don't think, as I said before, it has that strength to actually start taking out the highs. So 15 is the one I'm watching, and 16 is what I'm watching as well. And I'm not ignoring the fact that it's actually rejecting from that 1450s right now, actually. So yes, definitely keeping an eye on AVIR. Okay, Tlry is washing as well, guys. By the way, Tesla is relatively weak today, and I was expecting short biased on Tesla today as well. Let me have a look. SPY, as you can see, guys, SPY is actually making the highs, whereas Tesla, whatever you want to call it, is actually going for the second red day. So potential for a Tesla to do a nice little red day today is there. So I am short biased on TSLA. Keep an eye on that. So as you can see, AVIR, guys, um, doing nice little rejection from the pre-market highs. That's your sign basically that yeah, it did, as I mentioned, it doesn't have that strength to actually take out those 15. So this is the rejection that we saw, 100%. So I think this might be the start of the move down. As you can see, you know, this has got to have some continuation coming into it. It might not be today, but it could be over the next few weeks or so. BB. Let's have a look at BB. Oh yes, nice wash on it. So as you can see, yesterday's it attacked it and rejected from here. So this looks good. Yep, just 11 is the bounce here. We will expect 11 to be bouncing, but if it does break that and stays under it, even better. Let's have a look at the gappers. Okay, this is popping, right? This is popping. So 23s. Let's see if that holds. But if it starts to attack that, this might actually go for a short squeeze. All right, there goes your Tesla. Massive. Well, it's not that massive, but it's big enough. Definitely big enough. There's quite a lot of things happening, guys. Just do your thing. I might be trading it without calling. BB looking really decent. What you don't want to see is a big wick here. Series of big wicks just around 11s. That just tells you that that area is strong enough for it to hold. So try to not take it very quickly. If you want to take it, wait for a bigger bounce, 1125, somewhere there. Okay, Bbig is just running. So Bbig is attempting to create, go for its gap fill, which is kind of far away. I don't think it will have enough strength to go and do that. So right here, 7s could be an area where it might stall. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna start slow on this, guys. Under sevens, I'm starting under sevens on Bbig, waiting for that tape. Just waiting for this to close. Maybe we've got 18 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, 96, 97s. Let's see. Alright, so it's starting to take out that sevens. Let's see what it does. So this one, maybe waiting for the next level. 750s might be an idea. Good idea. Actually lines up with the daily level really nicely. Actually, 750s would be nice. I'm keeping an eye on this on the side, guys. Nvax popping, yeah. Nvax. Nvax, okay, so Nvax, actually I was looking for short. I was waiting for it to pop. This area is not too bad. It's not too bad, actually. You know, with Nvax, guys, there could be it could be early, but just waiting for the confirmation might be a good idea. So I'm waiting for the 135 areas, guys. If this starts to hold, if this area 132s, then I might start slow here, small here, with the high of the stop. So let's see. Yeah, it's holding up nicely here, though. Did you take in BB? Nice, nice. Lovely. You see what I mean? Like BB was a better. Hopefully you waited on it a little bit. Right here. It was a much better play here on 1125s, and it's rejecting from now from here to there. You should have taken a bit of off at 11s, just in case, and then wait for the break to happen after 11s. It might be getting ready to take that 11 out. Don't expect too much as well, guys. 1050s probably the ultimate goal on it. I think it's looking good right now, to be honest. I'm a bit late on it, but I'll keep an eye on it. Wow, HX is back at it again. Okay, so Nvax is popping as I was expecting. So now this area is a better area for me to watch this level here. So it'll be interesting to see if that holds. If it does, great. So Bbig decide to reject from 720s. AVIR looking really nice right now. Just a bit worried about what's the name? Bbig. Guys, on AVIR, I am trading it on the side. Just I'm not gonna call it out because I started way early here and then added. So this is a different style of kind of trade. So just gonna manage it on the side. And then we're looking at Bbig. Alright, so if this holds, if this high holds, there's a nice little. This might be a rejection. We're waiting for it, but I think it's a bit early still, especially if that's staying above sevens. Is still early. Come on, AVIR. Yeah, Tilray. I'm watching it on the side, but I didn't. I missed it. Yeah, I missed that the entry. You know what I'm talking about. Wow, Spy is going what? Taking out the highs and what's? Is there a news on Spy by the way, guys? On the market? What's up, unknown? What's going on? Welcome. My average. Let me have a look. I think 1380s, Jay. 1380s. Maybe under that, a little bit under that. 13 under like high 70s. I pretty much started here, here, and then few here. So I added on few ads here as well. There was an entry, few ads here, few ads here. There it goes. I haven't taken anything yet, Jay. There you go. There you go, my man. Okay, let's try to take some out. Awesome. Took some out. Awesome stuff. I was Jay. I was actually waiting for this bounce to be a little bit higher so I can add more, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately. I didn't call it. I didn't call it. I'm just managing it on the side because it's a different style of. It has to be a lot of tape reading and everything, so I just didn't call it because the main idea was there. I did mention it like, listen, guys, pre-market. If you were here, I think most of you were late, anyways. I was discussing this whole thing. I was saying to. That this one doesn't have enough strength to take out 15, so I am watching the high of pre-market high rejection as it starts to reject. Quite clearly you can see that that area was quite a big one, and it was holding up nicely, and plus the tape was helping as well. So as it was showing sign of weakness, I started to it's just completely different. Different type of trade. Yeah, I think today might be the day that that comes. Hopefully, it's gonna come today instead of next few days. So that's the logic behind it. Hey Jay, man, come on, don't say that. Now I don't want it to bounce this one I would be happy for it to bounce right here. I would have really liked it to bounce 1360s, even 80s would be really nice, because honestly I wanted to add a little bit more. Just really wanted to add a bit more, but I'm okay. I took few out. 13 bounce is coming, so this might bring into 1340s. Watch that area, this 1340 bounce, and if it starts to reject again, that's your other setups coming in as well. And Nvax, by the way, it's doing its rejection as I mentioned right there. You see the level? I was happy with this level instead of that level. So that rejection is coming in. Again, Nvax, I am trading on the side, but It's a massive spread stock, guys. It's big. Spreads are huge on this. So that's why I'm not gonna bother even like talking about the trades on it, because by the time you hear me, I'm here, I'm there, it's already gone. So I don't think it's ideal for a stream to call this out. Wow, Rdus, I was watching this 23, waiting for it to see if it starts to break that. It looked like it wanted to break. Have a look at that. I mean, really, somebody was holding this up. Were you watching this, Jay? Are you trading this, Rdus, RDUS? Because that was so like wanting to break that, and it just didn't. So that rejection, I think, you know, if you were watching bookmark with this area here, I think that would have been a slight edge there. Wow, HX, guys, HX just keeps going. And also, yes, Tlry breaking. AVR doing decent. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on. So it's probably going to be one of those that pops ads and, you know, just recycle. So SPY washing, as in, by the way, Tesla is relatively weak. Whoa, this is not good. This HX, on HX, guys, that's not good. That is clear sign that's gonna hold down, isn't it? Probably gonna go hold down. Have a look at HX. A lot of manipulation on this stock. I think this is just doing what I expected it to do. Yep. So this is gonna, if it does take out that tens. Where's my SSR? Not SSRB, the other one, the hold level. So pretty much now it's gonna be 1026 9. It's gonna have to take out the lows for it to hold quickly. By the way, DNA is looking like it wants to break that. What has DNA got? No SSR yet, I believe. So this looks interesting for a possible breakdown short. But if it does bounce towards 14s and starts to hold and starts to come back down, chances are that it might break the lows here. Keep an eye on DNA, guys. There might be something on this later. But the more interesting one is where is it? And there goes HX. There goes HX. That's hold down. So when this opens, guys, I think this will let's have a look. It depends how long it stays halted, and you know, I think 9's easily achievable on the hold down, Yeah, this has room, guys. Right. Let's have a look at. Alright, Tesla looks like interesting here for a, but that's a big again, big like Nvax is a big um, spready stock. So nah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. What was I looking at earlier? Oh, DNA. The 14 is getting hit right now, and then the 1420s, and then we have 1465s to 13. Yeah, so the SSR is not gonna hit for a while, so that's good. How's news taping? Seems like quite a bit of. Yep, be big time for it, man. At least, yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't add on AVR, man. Shit. 13. Jay, did you take that 13 rejection on AVR? That was the add point. Freaking too distracted. Yeah, Bbig is doing well. AVR really decent. So Bbig just started to under 7. Actually, Bbig, if you look at it, I don't know whether you were looking at this. I don't know, Solid. Were you looking at Bbig, BBIG? Oh, dude, I feel you. I don't know why it's your, I believe it is your style of trading, right? And this extremely so HX is doing really well. As you can see, it's hitting that 9. Is it halting again? It might halt again. HX. Yeah, that's what I'm still waiting on, a solid bounce, to be honest. Still waiting on it. I don't think it has come yet. Yeah, HX is back. It's already washed towards 9. There you go, guys. This one right exactly to the tick, guys. Bouncing up towards 14s. That's the break, and it's following with the break. This is what I mean. Like, this was very, very like clear sign of rejection and then weakness. So bounces doesn't go that far. Bounces again, same level. Really doesn't go that far. In fact, the level 14 I was mentioning holds nicely. If you were looking at the tape, this one was quite clear actually. So, you know, that's just really decent setup there. Bbig might be setting up for a short, but I think might be a little bit late on it. I might be wrong on it. It is setting up for a nice little short though. Really nice. This is beautiful. With the daily. What else? What else? Wow, Tlry is such a bitch. Like, sorry for my French, but look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Takes out everyone, and then it does that. This is the move you were waiting for from here. This was the move. And look at what it did. What's up, James? Oasis, how's it going? You're late, mate. No worries, mate. No worries at all. Ooh, Rdus is RDUS is at a crucial point as well here. 2080s, 2080s break. I think is a crucial one. Not really. Oh, you didn't miss much. AMC is, by the way, trying to take out the high of day. On AMC, I feel like even if it does take out, mm, although it's actually, yeah, yeah, it's tough to call on a AMC. If it does start to break this area, it could possibly run. But even if it does run this time, I don't think it has the next 42 area. This area is going to be a trouble for it. Uh, So I'm thinking if it does pop and then it starts to drift, then that might be your clue there. Yeah, it's already rejecting from the highs, as you can see. I think it's right now it's done a pullback and it's probably going for another round. Well, hopefully that's the case. uh, but let me have a look. I'm looking at it on my other chart and it's not very big. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. That 7 is your area. 7. Watch that area. If it does pop towards that and starts to reject. Really? BTC. Oh, TRKA was okay. It was yeah. So what's our Mara doing? Yeah, so it's at the highs as well. Yep. And then obviously Riot, any BTBT, Hut. Yep, Hut is the strongest of them all. The way it looks like. Mara was the same. Yeah, Mara is actually strongest. So if you're gonna take long, according to BTC, it'll probably be Mara. But AMC keeps attacking this area here. Let's see if it starts to break that. What's NVAX done? Wow, NVAX is just going to... is really trying to break that level there. It's already popped up from 121 to 140s almost, so you know. HX, in my opinion, is gearing up for another move. HX. So get ready here, right here actually. Oh, oh, in that case, yeah, can't say much to be honest. Oh, DNA, I called it earlier, but I think now it's kind of, we're talking 1460s to 1340s. Still, I think it has more room, but yeah, there is decent, I think. But obviously, as not as good as here. Uh, I think EMA, if it starts to fade, then you can base your stop off of EMA fade itself instead of relying on this. But this one, if it does bounce towards 1380s, this area here, if it holds, then that could be another better entry, in my opinion. Because remember, that was the level. Right here, this level is, compared to this level, is weaker. So 1380s level is much, much stronger than what you're looking at here on EMA. It's just EMA. There's nothing else supporting it. That's the problem with it. Come on, it checks, breaks, break down. Come on, right about now. Right about now. Looking really decent on this. Looking really, really good. There it goes. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Alright. You're gonna go down and halt again, aren't you? Good girl. Come on. Come on. 885s. 871s. Yeah, I think I might take my word back on AMC. It's trying to take that high, guys. It keeps on attacking it, so there's something there. 4150 would be an area to watch. Not right there, because it could be easily stop run and then come back in. You want to wait for that 4150 to get taken out. Yeah, DNA right now is not too bad actually. 1362s with a stop, 1370, 10-cent stop. Yep. Yeah, right here. Right here. There goes AMC. Yep, see over here, slight bit of a doji there. Breaks above 50, 4150s. Tries to hang around there, and it does a good job of holding on there. And then that's your. I think it might not pull back to the 50s in for a while now. Damn, Tesla. Complete opposite of what I thought it was gonna do. Look at that thing. Andrew, your DNA looking decent. Really decent. It's just that daily looked so nice. It's taking the highs out. On this wash, if you had taken something here, I would close to 1320s. I'll take some out. By the way, Tlry, Tlry is curling back up. Interesting that it tried to break that. It's quite choppy though. That's the thing with it. But this price action is a bit suspicious. So I think what it did was that pullback. Tlry. Is the volume coming in though? Maybe for later on if the volume comes in on this. Tlry. Nobody took it. DNA. Nobody took. What's our Avir doing? Yeah, Andrew, 1356. Let's have a look. I think that was a really good. Yeah, that's a bit of a. Yeah, actually, that's a good price. You know me, I'm a bit fussy on my entries, but yeah, that's a good price. 56, and your stop with 56, 60, 72. So yeah, 1 hour was just a bit. I think. How do I say it? Too early. 1 hour is too early on that, because your risk is from 1356 to 1372s, right? 56, 72s, about 15 cents, let's say, and then you should get at least 30 cents on it. So from 56 to 26. Yeah, your 2 hour would have hit right now. But you have to like. I mean, it's difficult, but for me, usually I'll over here I will say, okay, no trade or overextended because of daily. I don't because of daily. This, yes, it was extended, but not to a level where I would say, okay, there's no trade or whatever. This had potential to make it towards 13s. So yeah. Mm, yeah, so your win loss is high. Win loss is low. Um, okay. Mm, but the thing with, you have to understand how I trade. Because if you look at these momentum trades, you're gonna get whipped a lot of it, but with small losers, right? Especially the way you trade. And when the winner happens, those trades that we take normally runs. Normally, when they're winners, right? So 1 hour I think is just a bit too little, Andrew. Like you gotta give it at least 2 hour. Like take everything off at 2 hour. Just put an automated system where 1355s, 1325s, boom. You know that's how I think you should consider at least 2 hour. Now, if you wanna do a win, you wanna get your winning percentage up, then yes, you wanna do 1 hour, but you wanna do on stocks that I would say reversals. You wanna be looking into scalping because that's where your win rate will come. Reversals of like for example today we had just to give you an example. Which one was it that I was looking at? I think it might have been this one. Yep, yeah, exactly this one. Yeah. So AVIR, you just rely on the levels. As soon as you see a rejection, you got to be fast as well on that. Um, Pre-market level, the next level up was 15, but you can try on every level that you think is gonna, start to stall. Once you start to see this, you see it hits it, rejects from it. But then what happens is the confirmation happens on this red bar, not after it closes. When it starts to bounce, have a look at the high of this, barely makes it to the high. So that in itself is kind of like a confirmation for a scalper. Even that's a bit too late, right? In fact, that for a scalper is enough for a reversal play, as long as you're lining up with the daily. So once you get that, like you can just quickly take off 1 hour, just scalp away. Like on these pullback, there was a trade here. I called it out as well. And then you got one hour, take it away. Just but that's the only. I think that's when you will get your win rate up by scalping away on reversals on levels because your risk will be a bit tight as well as you know you getting 1 hour will be there even if it's not just if not a reversal. It might be just a pullback, but that pullback is enough for you to get your 1 hour. That's how you're gonna get your win rate up. AMC is such an ugly ass chart, man. Like, thank goodness I'm not trading it these days. But look at this. Like, just chop. And then when you say that, all of a sudden it starts to make these really decent moves, which is like a middle finger to you. Like, look at this, clean moves, right? But look at that. It's just too much going on. That's what you call an ugly ass chart. Wow, NVAX just kept going. Is it gonna, I mean, I don't think it's gonna fill the gap. You know, we're talking 120s to really 160s. Is it gonna, no, I don't think so. Well, we'll see. And we have AVIR is popping, by the way. So this pop, we'll see what happens. Hopefully that 1340s, 1350s is gonna hold. We'll see. Let's have a look at HUT. HUT looks heavy to me, but obviously it depends on the BTC, doesn't it? So look at BTC. Wow, BTC is running. Yeah, cryptos. Have you invested in some? Seems like you have. Go silver. Yeah, the ETF came in with the positive. I remember crypto started to really like hit it off with the future side of things. When it started to first introduce, it was gonna be it was gonna have futures. So that's when it really started actually. Wow. Nvax just keeps going. Look, breaks for 140, hits 142. You know, it's like right now, it's not much of a overhead resistance. Yep. Damn, Bitcoin. That's crazy, huh? Yeah, it's kind of hard to fight Bitcoin because once it starts going, it just it's like a train without a brake, you know. Yeah, be careful, you know, shorting any of these Bitcoin plays. Like BTBT, Riot. It's just pretty much catching a, you know, if you look at the daily conventional way, technical analysis way, that's extended. That's like if I see that on a different type of stock with no strong correlation to bitcoins or cryptos, you know, that's just clearly screaming, you know, I'm overextended, short me. But with Bitcoin, you know, it's like there's no overextension when it starts to run. You gotta go with it, right? So you just can't really fight it. You shouldn't be fighting it. But taking obviously intraday positions or intraday longs on the breakouts also, um, you know, you gotta be careful on that as well, because don't ignore the fact that Bitcoin is looking like this, right? So kind of tough. Yeah, it can be, certainly. It can be used for, especially when it comes to intraday. Yep. It's all volume based, isn't it? The view app. Yeah, I would rather prefer to use view app to gauge the overextension, to be honest, than the normal traditional ones. Tlry is just choppy, chopped around. Really bad instrument to trade intraday. Choppy chops. Okay, Mel, that's a good thing that you found it yourself. Once you start to look at your data and you start to figure out things yourself, that's when you start to progress. That's when you're taking the steps forward instead of backwards. The worst thing is not knowing and just carrying on as if everything's okay, you know, just at least trying to find out, you know, where you're going wrong. Simple things like, you know, you're probably chasing stocks that are way too overextended, something like that. Yeah, well done on that work. Just keep working on your data. Data tells you everything, but for you to have the right data, you must be honest with yourself, and also do it consistently. Have a consistent approach, like proper routine of when you journal things. It should be every very similar to how you journal every time. It shouldn't be changed. You make me sound like an old man, male. I might be old, but not. Yeah, one of the like journaling on its own. Like you want to start definitely manual journaling when you start out, just to give you an idea or get you in that zone. But I think journaling it through really complex Excel sheets, or if you can't do that, um, then do it through the available services like uh, do it through them, because you need those tools. That's just like a shortcut for you. Yeah, you better use those tools to your advantage, even if you have to pay for it. I think it's totally worth the money. These trader views, trade viz, and I think trade sync somewhere there. Right, so let's have a look. What do we have here? Nice one. AAL, BAC, CCL. Not looking good. That's exhaustion. And that's also an exhaustion. Kinda. T. Look at AT&T go after, I think, earnings, right? Yeah. Nah, man, I'm not wise. Also, if you have traded something during the day and it made sense to you, you should start to note those trades down. You should start to write things about it, like if it starts to make sense. And over time, once you start to record those things, you will have kind of like a strategy for yourself. That's why when you journal, you should always put a daily and also tag them. Uh, you gotta really, really work on your journal. It's not just about entering, importing your trades. It's about working on every single trade, tagging them with setups, non-setups, and daily, for example. How was the daily looking like? Gap down. In this case today, if you had taken any trade, you know, just a gap down. Other stuff like overextended, the daily looks overextended, and you've taken long, that could be something that you could avoid, you know. Just be big, waiting on it. See what it does over here on the break of this area here. Look at this AMC, guys. Freaking AMC. Yeah, typical AMC is gonna do that. I have got on daily this little wedge pattern here. You know, if it doesn't take that out, I think I'm not gonna take AMC seriously unless it really does something out of ordinary, like goes extreme parabolic, does multiple two digit day, maybe something like that. Otherwise, no, that needs to get taken out, or this needs to get taken out. Either way, that's gonna be like a, you know, direction confirmation probably. Nice one, Lux. All right, mate. See ya, Mel. Okay, Bbig is starting to curl down. So this held nicely. See if this holds. So it's attacking that 200. The only trouble with Bbig is just SSR on. Alright, HX is starting to move. Nice. It's looking good. Yeah, IB might not have the shorts for it. Yeah, kinda. Unfortunately, IB doesn't have that many choices. IB's CFT as well is not that great, but for you guys, you don't trade CFTs. Yeah, I mean, if you want to short these things, guys, you gotta go with something like, if you have a small account, trade zero. Go with them. You gotta try. I think it's good to have maybe a side uh, $1,000 account, maybe something like that. No, I think TOS might even be worse. Well, I think TOS, what you need to do is you just need to call them up saying, I just need that to be included in the hard to borrow lists or whatever. I think they have their own. You have to call them up. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, hard to borrow program. What's my Yeah, that's that as well. But you can use their free platform, Web Trader, Web Zero, something like that. Trade Zero. What is the platform called? Trade Zero Pro? No. What is it? Yeah, there is the version. Very basic order entry, very basic charting. But if you have TOS or anything like that on the side, I don't think you need extra to begin with. So I think let's have a look at it though. Trade Zero. While things are quiet. So commissions, their locates, I must admit, is really good selection of locates. You can pretty much find anything, especially small gappers, small price gappers. So pricing, our software. So Zero Pro is the one that you need to pay. Yeah, you can. You have to go to Tray Zero, I think the US version .us or something, if you're from US. But I don't know whether the offer that I got for YB Trading Crew it applies to you guys. But do mention it if you are gonna open, because I think they're giving some sort of like discounts on probably commissions, and also I'm not too sure on the leverage. There are some benefits to going with YB. I think you get 2 months of Zero Pro, 2 months for free to test it out. And then this is the one I was talking about, Zero Free. This is the one you get a basic sort of order entry system. You can even do it from your iPad. And they have their Zero Mobile as well, which you can. This is quite handy. So you can get away with it by trading using this to the basic level if you have TOS or something that covers your charting, right? Um, it does a okay job, I would say. There's no hotkeys or anything, but it's like mostly buy market, sell market, bid, sorry, limit orders and things like that. But then once you're comfortable, once you really like, you really want to trade through them, then I think it's better to pay for this. And I think this is about $10-20 less than your usual uh, mm, usual pricing. Where is the comparison on this? Let's have a look. Yeah, over here. So Zero Pro basically is £59 per month. For us, I think it's 49, if I'm not mistaken. 49 or 30 something. It's definitely lower than this. And then you can get Zero Mobile on your app for free. So Zero Pro gives you everything basically. Just alerts, option trading, advanced hotkeys, level 2 windows. And the only thing it doesn't give is OTC, which we don't even use anyways. So you need to pay for that extra. Pretty much any platform, you'll have to. Now, yeah. Now there's a thing I wanted to also go through. Pricing is a bit complicated. So anything less than 200 shares, you will be paying $1 flat fee per side. I maybe need to talk to them, because a few other subscribers also mentioned that. But at least mention if you do talk to them. But I'll try to get a link for you guys as well for the US if I can. Maybe there's something that they can't do. But anyways, so orders less than 200 shares, $1 each side, which is not too bad, right? Doesn't matter whether you hit the limit or not, right? Now, for you to get free orders, for you to get free commission-free trading, you must do this. Limit orders always. You must hit the bid for a buy, hit the offer for the sell, for the short. So that should be, and it should be over 200 shares, right? And then the price of the stock must be over $1. Pretty much these exchanges. Yep, these are the 3 rules that you must abide by for you to get free orders on it, right? So that's what I mean. Like, once you start to get comfortable with it, then you can actually save quite a bit by having that limit order most of the time, especially for your partials and things like that. Limited orders are gonna get filled, and then you've got your the only thing you need to worry about will be zero pro platform after a few months. You know, even after going for it, you have at least a month or 2 to try it out anyways. So it's not too bad. Most of the platform like Dash Trader Pro, this compared to them, this is very very good, very reasonable, because Dash Trader is about, if you want to get pretty much everything, about 130 140, depends, over 100 for sure. So yeah, they do. The good thing about them is the software is getting better for sure. I don't like the software that much, but locates, they are quite competitive actually, very competitive when it comes to pricing of the locates, the borrow fees. That's why I have it on the side. So Bbig has decided to stay above 6.7, so big volume coming in. That might be a long here. This might be a long here. Let's see if 7 holds. Let's see if 7 holds. 02s, 01s. No, I don't think so. Free version, not. I'm trying Bbig for long, guys. Just over 7s. And then I'll add over the break of the high of day. So starter here. But the stop is just under 680s. So quite a 20 cents, 25 cents. Basically that swing low here. But I'm starting here and then probably add here and then there, 3 ads. So yeah, looking at this, because the volume kicked in, and then on that pullback, volume is kind of low, and then once it starts to break that, I'm hoping that the volume is gonna spike up again, which will be a confirmation. So just trying it out. 705s, I think I got 705s. Okay, let's see if that volume wants to come back in. So what I don't want on this one is it's taking too much time here with the very low volume. That's also not a good thing. So this needs to either pick up now, otherwise it's just one of those one of those little bounces that doesn't last that long. Let's see if the volume comes in. Yeah, so the problem with this is the volume is coming in on the wash under sevens. I wanted that to hold. That seven needed to hold. So that's at the moment not looking good for the long here. Now I could come out here with a really minimal stop, but because it's been choppy, I just give it a little bit of a room. This is definitely my starter, right? And I have that room there, under 675. Now, looking at the chop, if it wants to break, it's gonna start to take its time a little bit more. But if that volume starts to come in again, this was a little bit of a sign that there might be some buying coming in. Now, daily, first of all, as you can see, yesterday it hit that SSR, and it started to bounce as it did when actually as soon as it did. So SSR was going to trigger around 749. As soon as it hit, that was the low of the day, so it bounced. So as you can see, right, today massive gap, and first what my thesis on this one was, that it's going to start to reject 750, 720s and then start to drift down. It didn't. It started to hold. As you can see, EMA holding all the time. So it's just chopping around in between this zone here, 670 and 7.7s. Now over here is fine, perfectly fine. That chop is okay. Over here the volume is okay as well, because initially you do get that kind of volume, but mid-afternoon, like at this time, lunchtime, this kind of volume is a little bit of a like worth the risk when it starts to pop, especially if it's starting to break. It was breaking this, right? It was breaking that here. So there's a lot of things behind it. The gap fill might be due on it because of SSR as well. If it starts to gap fill, there's quite a lot of room for it to fill, and there's quite a lot of potential reward there. Yeah, so that's kind of my thought process behind it. Let's see what it does. It might take a while for it to pop again, but that volume, I needed to actually see it very quickly, which it didn't. But I'm willing to take that risk. So right here somewhere. Yeah, daily looks pretty decent. SOS. Biotechnology. Healthcare. Yeah, crypto related. SOS. There you go. Add it to the list. Guys, I just don't like Bbig. I might come out here. Didn't like it. I'm out. Right at the VWAP. It's just it wasn't doing what I expected it to do, so there's no point in holding on to it. Well, although I could hold on to it until here for 1 hour, but just, you know, with this one, with this kind of move, it's a momentum chase. That volume came in when I entered, it was still here, and then it started to slow down. That means that thesis isn't there anymore. Yeah, in the long run, if it, you know, if it starts to take out the highs here, maybe, but right now it's coming back into that chop zone, so that means I don't have an edge there. So just left it there. That's pretty much it. Right, guys, BTCM. BTCM. Yep, as you can see, crypto. Just not good intraday chart there. By the way, CAN is also crypto, I believe. Healthcare biotechnology, yep. So CAN is also crypto. I don't see anything, guys, at the moment. There's no point in trading at this time if you don't see anything. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for the. I traded on the site, few triggers here and there. Not crazy results. I was expecting AVIR was probably the better ones, but you know, it's just, yeah. So and also Bbig was right here somewhere and then just chopped around. So yeah, I wouldn't really sort of call it a very successful day, but still green. The only one that I called out, Bbig, was here long. For me, that's just pretty like a pretty small loser there. Probably less than 5R, 0.5R. So my original stop were here. That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna take any trades anymore. Just look at the market. Spy. Really quiet. Like today was the day that it went quiet, didn't it? So I'm not expecting too much anyways. So with that being said, I will leave you guys. I'll see you tomorrow 9:15 EST, hopefully a bit earlier. Until then, take care, guys. Cheers, everyone. Take it easy.